Hey folks, welcome back to Shadow Empire. Alright, we're on round 135. Oh, that's not the right list, bear with me. Okay, so I've got a few little goals that we want to write down for this game. Yeah, it's Saturday morning, by the way, and Saturday morning is time to play Shadow Empire with my buddies. So I've bounced out of bed. I'd like to say early, but it's not early. I had a bit of a sleep in today, and but yeah, I'm raring to go. And my plan is now, I want to get more videos up because the reduced output on my video on my channel has been partly because I've been doing other things. I've been making this big long video. This where are we? See if I can see it here. Yeah, this how to enjoy long strategy games video that I've been working on, right? And it's nearly done, but yeah, I actually ended up writing a bit into the end of the video where I had to play some Dominions, and playing Dominions has actually taken about 4 days to get to the point that I wanted to get, just to make this point, this one little point that I needed to make. So it's really slowed things down, but there you go. Now, but my plan is now to try and get Shadow Empire, this Oceania series, really done and dusted, which means over the next few days, I'm actually going to be recording as many episodes of this as I can. When I did that big long series for Explorminate, which ended up being 101 episodes long, a huge series, I actually I recorded that mostly back to back. So I'd record, over the course of a day, and I'd put out like 5 or 6 videos a day, and then just do that every day. And it got recorded quite quickly with one big break. Now I haven't been doing that with this, partly because I've been wanting to keep up on the comments. One of the downsides, folks, to recording back to back means that if people start saying, "Hey, you've missed this," I've noticed this. Can you do this? The answer is no, because by the time I read the comments, I'm probably about 6 to 10 episodes ahead of it. So that's one of the issues. So just be aware, because I am keen to get this finished now, and I don't want to just give up on it. But I'm really keen to play on the new stuff that's coming into the game, which is the new Air Force stuff. I'm actually more bothered about Air Forces than I am Navy stuff, I'll be honest with you. I do like Oceania. I think it's a great DLC, but I want to play it along with the new Air Force stuff, because the improved Air Force AI and that is just going to be, for me, that's really what I want to play with. So I want to try and get this done. So if you notice that, how to say this? So like if you're watching along and you're making comments and you're going, "Hey Ben, could you do this? You've missed this, whatever," and you don't see it getting done, I'm not being ignorant. I just probably you're like 6 episodes behind, basically. So that's just a heads up. I still encourage you to comment. Please say, yeah, you've missed something, because I won't always be able to get several episodes ahead. And I do read all the comments, and quite often a comment that you make will still be relevant 3 or 4 episodes ahead, or whatever it is. Also, other people who are watching, it's really helpful for them to see when I've made a mistake and you've picked it up. It's super helpful for people. I know this because they've told me. So yeah, please keep on commenting. The commenting just helps the YouTube algorithm as well, as you know. It's all that YouTube crap. Okay, we've got some short-term goals that we need to put down here, and one of those is to get up a 3rd SHQ in Altona. Okay, that's going to require getting Industry 1 up. We need to get the we just need more in terms of metal production industry. Now we've got loads of recycling. We don't even need to worry about demetallization here. However, we could get demetallization up if we wanted. Once we've got Altona as an SHQ, we're going to get a transport contract with Heresy. In fact, yeah, we've already got a transport contract with Heresy. Okay, that is really nice. Looks like it's sharing. Let's just have a look at this port coming out of. Okay, so 4,000 port points we should be getting from port level 3. We're actually getting 3,920 because we've not quite got enough workers. A little bit understaffed there, I'm afraid. So, yeah, what we're going to do is, we're not using all these port points anyway. Let's see how many we used. Okay, so the initial points is what we want to look at. Okay, so we've had 1,507, 825, something like that. 1,825 port points go out from there altogether. So we've got plenty of port points here. What we need to do, yeah, you'll notice though that we're actually sharing this line here. We got 425 down to Altona. So Altona is actually taking stuff from the SHQ here. Now this will be materials most likely. Let's just have a look what it was bringing in. It was bringing in metal. So we actually requested 138 metal from the SHQ. Yeah, we only had two. Yeah, so we only have 289 in stock. So it's metal that we're bringing in. I think that's going to be the main thing. What else are we bringing in? No, that's it. It's just metal. But you'll see the metal's expensive. You know, like if we just go to the amount of points we've got left. So we actually used hundreds of logistics points bringing those metals. So they were ferried over by Heresy Maritime Trading House. Okay, folks, let's have a look what happened in the VidCon. Oops. We're entering a time of egoism. We've discovered heavy armor army. And we've got a bunch of cards. Alright. So. We've got more fuel here, look. Level 9. We've also got unlimited water here as well. That's kind of interesting. Unlimited water. That must be coming from... These mountains are so high that they've got permafrost. That's really interesting. Now, I really want to see this saltwater change that Vic's bringing in. I think the water from the sea should not be easily accessible. I think, you know, especially on these kind of planets, water needs to be a thing, right? And I think that water just needs treating. And I think that, you know, you shouldn't be able to use any water until it's properly treated. And if you do, you get happiness penalties, something like that. I think that would be really nice. Just a nice thing for the simulation. Is it going to be worth Vic's time programming it? I don't know. That's up to Vic. But I think that would be really, really interesting. Just making it so that water does need treating. You know, and your people will be unhappy and you'll get readiness penalties, you know, and morale penalties if you're using water that is untreated. And you could not use salt water, obviously. Because humans cannot drink salt water. I don't know if you've not heard that. But apparently you can't. And I have tried it. And it's not very good. Okay. Militia learns from experience. We have an opportunity to place some very experienced mercenaries currently employed by the HQ guards into our militia units. The militia is open to the idea of integrating these strangers into their ranks and to learn from them. Mercenaries are looking for a new home and do not ask anything else in return. No, we can pay for more mercenaries to join. I can't remember what this does. Just increases militia more. I mean, yeah. I'm not bothered about paying for more. National budget allocations. This is kind of looking good to me. Air Force. I might be overfunding the Air Force a little. I think applied science probably wants to be a little bit more. Let's just drop Air Force just a bit. Bring up applied science up. Interior Council can drop a little, that's fine. Foreign Affairs Council, we don't need that to be so high now, I don't think. Yeah, drop that down. Model design, I might put a little bit more into this now. Maybe not that much. Yeah, the rest is looking okay. I might just drop Economic Council as well. Because we don't really need that so much now. Wow, Logan Fidget did not like that. Which director is that? I reckon that must be... Oh, let's go and have a look at him. Director of the Economic Council. Okay. Yeah, he did not like that, but his natural relation point is quite high. That will go back up. His loyalty's high as well. So that will go back up eventually. Yeah, we don't want to annoy him too much, but I think he'll be okay. Might be worth... Have we got a cheap stratagem card we can play on him just to bring that up? Give him a bonus.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that improves 6. Now that's... And we failed the roll, but the thing is, right, that small boost is useful because that got us out of the danger zone. He's back up to 75. It only costs us 100 credits, so it was well worth doing, in my opinion. Okay. 100 credits, you know, it can save you some kind of horrific quack doctors like decision, and it won't be quack doctors, but you know what I mean. Like it can save you from a decision that can be actually quite costly in other terms. We need to get some roads through this through here, I think. I'd rather go through the mountains there. Okay. That's better. Now, these guys aren't getting any supplies, so they are not suitable for being sat there. Okay, these guys are not getting any supply either, I don't think. They're going to be out of supply. Yeah, I think that's the level of supply where you get nothing. So we could do with getting another road down in through these mountains, but we can't do it quite yet. Let's go back to the decisions. Protests against high income tax in red bar. Let's just give them the credits here. Maritime Trading House offering to buy industrial points in Port Royal. We don't have that many industrial points here. Okay, they only want 200. Okay, let's do that, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Mark Cove to a big town. We don't need to do this yet. The thing is, though, when you've got a town that might potentially be losing a lot of people. Yeah, it's actually going up, look, this turn. Yeah, look, we actually got some immigration from Altona. So I don't think this is going backwards. Yeah, sorry, we're not reducing in population. I've picked that up off Daz saying it's going backwards. Sorry, I'm trying to stop myself from saying it because it's. I like to use more accurate language. So yeah, we're losing population here. So we could potentially be losing population. Sorry, and that might drop us below the level we need to level up. At the same time, we're only at high civilization, so I'm kind of tempted just to keep it. You know, kind of keep it here as it is at the moment. Let's just have a look at how our other cities are doing. Altona is increasing in population, look. And we're taking free folk, that's why, by the looks of it. Port Royal is finally starting to increase slowly. But that's only because we're not taking anybody from it. Mart's Cove is, yeah, increasing. Halfway is slowly increasing, and Red Bar is slowly increasing. Okay. I think we could probably do with getting... let me think about this. So with our goal, right, we have this goal here to have the third SHQ in Altona. We need to get... We've got plenty of population in Altona. We need better worker happiness, though. Yeah, they probably want more, you know, they probably want more money, but I'm kind of reluctant to do it right now. Just because, you know, we don't want to be spending too much cash. Now, are they buying free folk here? No. They didn't even bother buying free folk. They're just attracting them in, look. Okay, so we actually gained 900 from national growth. That's pretty impressive. That's a lot. That is a lot. Now, I think that must be because we are spending money on luxury. Are we spending money on luxury assets? It's actually saying not. But I know that you can transfer, like the luxury expenses. Basically, I found out what that does. It translates into attracting more free folk in. Basically, that's what that does. Yeah, luxury private economy attracted 2,500 extra free folk. Right, we're also getting 900 natural growth here. This is a really good town. We want to keep people in this town because the natural growth is quite high, and you know that's going to be better than kind of ferrying them out to other places. The way that the city growth works in Shadow Empire is kind of complex. I like it though. Really interesting. Let's get another one of these guys out. Make an attack on these multi-crab. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, I'm a little bit impulsive. Let me get back to doing the decisions. So, Zone City upgrade. I'm going to say no for the time being. I might regret that later. Cavassia Great Lake transport contract with Heresy. Okay, so this was us trying to get. We've got the port attack. We've got a beach assault there. Look, and we've got a beach assault here. Now, we could just go for this beach assault here and just kill the unit that's already on there. We want to go from Port Royal, of course. And I don't think we need 42 rounds. That said, that is quite cheap. That is quite cheap. Let's just pay it, I think. Let's just pay it, and then we know that we've got 42 rounds of a decent connection, no matter what goes on with that maritime trading house. Resettlement proposal. An envoy from Elisarius proposes accept a small group of rather special refugees. They're outcast in Elisaria because of their liberal sexual practices. Terrible deviants. Should we accept these refugees into our nation? Okay, we can increase government or meritocracy here. This is a big gain in government as well. This will take us up to 52, something like that. Sorry, it's 51. Let's just look at the profile tree. Meritocracy could be good to give us to keep us into martial tournaments. However, a big boost in government wouldn't hurt. Yes, they will enrich us. The other thing that made me make that decision, by the way, was because my leaders liked it. There are obviously a bunch of liberals. New commander for the first air command. Excuse me. We got Chunk Istar here. Looks like the man for the job. He's got 57 in. He's got 19 level for OHQ. Yeah, for operational command. Sorry. Improvisation's a really, really good skill. Gives him a bonus basically to everything, pretty much. Yeah, he looks like he's got 40. Yeah, he's going to be a good OHQ, Air Command OHQ, so let's get him up there.
Copy that.
Okay. And I'm not going to add the aircraft to him yet. So, because when you do, you actually lose readiness, okay? What we want to do here is... let's get these first trailblazers, and we're going to do a recon mission over Cortez. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong button. It's Y. U, I think? No, I think it's Y. Remind myself of that. Just, so... here it is. It's right click, isn't it? Air recon. Yeah, it's Y. I thought so. So, let's get this third recon squadron. Ah. Can we not reach? Their range. 25 hexes. Oh, we should be able to reach there then. Problem here. Ah, okay. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not able to select the recon mission. That's very, very odd. Let's make sure that the Y key's selected. We could try with the air attack instead. Let's see how that works. No, it's still not working. We could try it with the air attack with these guys. Nope. Back here. Should be within range. Ah, needs airbase level 3. I see. Okay, what about these guys? These need airbase level 3 as well. Okay, because they're medium aircraft. Alright, that's fine. That's my fault, folks. Let's get an airbase up. We'll be able to use those in a few turns. Okay. Yeah, they can't even they can't even take off. This is a good opportunity, by the way, to add these guys to the first air command. There we go. So I'm going to colour that first air command as well, because I want it to be stand out a little bit more. It's got this very, very beautiful pale kind of green minty colour, but it's not very easy for me to see. So let's get them a bit more. Let's get them this blue colour, a little bit easier. Okay, and then we'll add the Trailblazer, the third recon squadron, to them as well. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, so we need the third level 3 airbase up there. We'll also have to get one of those up at Altona as well. At the moment, though, I just want them to focus on the industry, getting the industry up. Now, we have got a recycling 1 gone up here. We can also probably go for recycling 2. It doesn't really cost very much to put these up. So let's get one of those up too. We're going to keep upgrading our recycling, basically, as much as we can. Yeah, we've got a recycling 3 here. I think I decided just to go with, yeah, we can upgrade to recycling 4 afterwards. The thing is, we're only going to get about 20, 30 turns, something like that, out of this. So is it really worth it upgrading, paying the extra costs? Well, maybe, I guess. It's not what this is quite clever how this works. The recycling plant just costs basically pretty much the same thing every time to upgrade. So you don't get this kind of, it's a linear sort of thing. You pay the same amount of metals, industrial points, machines, worker points, and it just upgrades it at the same level, which means that you're not so disincentivized to keep upgrading the size of the recycling plant. So you're not tempted to min-maxing. This is what I mean, right? When you've got like the opportunity to like really micromanage, which, for example, an example of that here would be getting Excel graph out and figuring out exactly how much these ones take out per turn and finding the exact right turn in order to switch from the recycling 3 to the recycle 4, or at which point is it not worth to upgrade from the recycling 3 to recycle 4. That's the kind of like min-maxing that I just don't care about. I know some people love that kind of thing. Excuse me. So yeah, but like I like it how the game's it's set up to kind of disincentivize you from doing that a little bit, because it's just not worth it. Okay, but there's plenty of opportunities for that in Shadow Empire for all you min-max lovers. Do not fear. Okay. All right, we've got the main thing I needed to do this turn was to kind of figure out what we're doing with Altona. So, yeah, we're just going to get the industry up here. It's got plenty of food. All right. Did we turn off our food production here? No, we just don't have any. Okay. That means it's going to be coming from the SHQ. Now, how many stocks have they got of food? They've got quite a lot of food stocks. It would be wise maybe to put... Have we got hydroponics yet? Yes. 2 rounds. Now, these guys have got... they have got high tech as well. Now, that would only give them 200. We're in the early spring. I wonder if that's why we're not getting so much food. Where are our... Okay, we've got 2 dome farms here. Let's see how much we're actually producing from tax. Yeah, we're getting 1,100. We've actually got 3 dome farms. We've got 1... I think we must have 1 here in Altona itself. Yeah, we've got a farm. We've got a standard farm here. Okay. We've got a standard farm. It might be worth... we could nationalise one of these dome farms. The only problem is with that is we get less money. For the... and it annoys them as well. I'd probably rather build my own. We could probably put... Now, we've got some farmland here. What's the temperature? 12. Not the best temperature for growing crops, I don't think. Oh no, lowest ideal temperature is 10. Now, we are in spring, but I forget when... we can actually... planet statistics, hold on. Perfect for Terran plants. Ah, look. Methane synthesis modification. So yeah, methane we'd get a lot. Deep core gas we don't get so much. In solar panels we get a little bit more. Aircraft engine advises light propeller or jet. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, what we want to have a look at is the geology. Now, where are we as far as... Are we in the tropics? Yeah, kind of. Maybe not. No. Let's have a look at the mini-map. Yeah, we're out of the tropics there. I'm just trying to figure out whether a normal farming zone is going to be the best thing here or a dome farm. Yeah, it's recommending Terran plants open sky farming. We can have a look at the relative production of each one. So this one here, Dome farm level, sorry, an agricultural farm, you know, an open farm, level 3, is producing 301 food, right? Whereas the, yeah, 301. Whereas the dome farms are producing, dome farm 3 is 256, 259. But that's just in spring. Okay. Yeah, maybe we just get one of those. The only problem with the only problem with these is they take so many people. Like there's so many people. And I'm tempted to go with the hydroponics. The problem is it's just so expensive in terms of the high tech. And you never really get sorry, I've got a really weird throat today. You never really get a huge amount of food. Oh, that's not true. So at level 3 we'd get 1800. Actually, that's not bad, you know. It is going to take a lot of machines and high tech. I mean, look, because I was like, oh, 200 food, that's nothing, is it? But actually, when you get to level 2, it's 800 and then 1800, yeah. So, and the workers is really, really... Look, you only need... For 3,000 food, you only need 10,000 workers. It's like... Or 1,800 food, look. You only need 500. Yeah, I think it's got to be hydroponics from now on. Even the hippie in me is recoiling, like, oh no, food grown in hydroponics, gosh. But actually, yeah. It's like the whole thing about feeling sorry for your soldiers. Just don't do it. It's just not worth going down there. Don't think too hard about these things. Alright. Yeah, this is looking good. Just apart from the food issue. I can't remember whether I actually set back the food production in the first SHQ here. Oh, those guys didn't get enough industrial points. They're probably not going to get enough again this turn either. Yeah, we need to just probably send a few colonists into
Aye, aye, sir.
Back in here. Yeah, it might be wise to get some hydroponics up on, you know, in Port Royal as well eventually. Then just shut down these farms because they take so many people. Obviously, the private industry farm is fine because they're making us money. We don't have to worry about paying them. But it's it's our own agriculture that's the issue. Oh yeah, we did drop the production down. Look a little bit. Yeah, look, we've dropped that actually to 25%, or to 50%, but we only got, you know, 49%. Okay, let's just leave that where it is. It should go back up. I'm not worried about it too much. We're not going to starve anytime soon. They've got a fair amount in stock as well, so that should be okay. All right, guys. Yeah, so next turn we should be able to get up a beach attack here. Let's just make sure that these guys are ready. Who are we going to send in next? Okay. We got a bunch of Grunts 5 here with the 16th Light Infantry Brigade. Let's see if there's a stratagem we can play to get them, just to power them up a little bit. The Militant Propagandist is a good one. So we're going to play this on the 16th. In fact, why don't we send the first in? Yeah. Yeah, let's send the first in. Okay, so this one... I'm trying to remember what this one does. Let's just click on the first. There's the first. So it's going to move the first in. And yeah, you'll see they've got this. They've got an elite sniper. They've also got the techno mage. Yeah, so these guys, anyone attacking them suffers a 50% penalty in their attack. Then we've got the elite sniper. They'll score any hit. With any score, any hit, the target's XP is halved. Okay, it's interesting. Okay, right, interesting. So they reduce the level of experience basically against people they're fighting against, and then we have a 75% chance to ignore a retreat combat result. This is a really, really strong thing for what we're about to do. These guys might well actually win this, going in against the main place if we did that. Maybe it might be an interesting choice actually. We could also put the political aid truck, which stops their... Yeah, this is not going to help them really. This one stops their readiness going below a certain level. I won't play that on them. Let's take the 3rd as well, and we'll give the 3rd a propagandist, and we'll make a double attack. We'll see what we can do there. But we could even send the 4th. I don't think we'll be able to do both on the same turn actually. All right then. Let's see how that works next turn. It's a shame we can't get the recon in. We could wait for the recon, you know, we could wait for this airbase to go up. Be like 4 turns. Or we could just send them in. Just send the men in as they are, blind. You know, send them into the meat grinder. But, you know, sometimes if you want to create diamonds, you got to put the carbon under lots of pressure. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care.